Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we are playing Brothers War, the new standard set, a day earlier thanks to Wizards with the early access event. We've been playing a bunch of different decks in this artifact kind of themed set. The deck we're going to be playing right now is a mono green ramp combo-y style deck and is built around one of the new cards, Gwenna, Eyes of Gaea. So Gwenna lets you, it's a 3-mana 2/3, add 2 mana of any combination of colors to cast creature spells. Whenever you cast a creature spell 5 or with power 5 or greater, you put counter on Gwenna and untap it. That combined with Augur of Autumn as well as Defiler of Vigor lets us kind of play cards off the top of our library, reduce the cost, put a bunch of counters on our stuff and make it really big. Silverback Elder gets us life. Can also kind of clear the top of our library as well, kind of playing around with that. We have some more ramp in Topiary Stomper and Loamspeaker, some Storm Festivals on the top end, and a couple new cards in Rootwire Amalgam. So it's either a 5-mana 5/5, or we can cast it as a 2-mana 2/3, and then it has the activated ability where we can pay 5 mana and sack it, and we get to create an XX colorless golem artifact where X is 3 times its power, it gains haste on the turn, so it's kind of a late kill that we can go with that, especially if we put counters on it. And then we have some Phyrexian Fleshgorgers, 7 mana 7/5 menace lifelink ward, where they got to pay life equal to its power, and then we can also cast it for 3 black. So it's a base green deck, but we have some black lands. We got the Llanowar Wastes in here, so we can cast this if needed, similar with Gwenna and Loamspeaker as well. And then some Outland Liberators in the deck. It's an artifact set, so let's blow up some artifacts. So we're playing against other streamers. The intent is to have fun. There's this set, try out some new decks. So we'll be giving this a go, see how it goes. Generally speaking, we'll keep playing. We won't concede too early, and hopefully our opponents won't either. And yeah, the intent is to try out the new cards. We're not necessarily trying to break the format. We're just trying to have some fun. And first one up, Covert Go Blue. See if they're on some Teferi nonsense. So we have ramp here, so I think I'm okay with it. This also let us guarantee play this on 2. What are they on? Okay, some sort of aggro. Would like to hit a land. So they can't Janjo us this turn. This could be like a Boros aggro deck. Soldiers. So hopefully draw a land next turn lets us cast one of our 5-drops. Probably have a hard time dealing with a Silverback Elder or Defiler. They will get to keep growing the Hopeful Initiate here, so really want to land here. Obviously, cannot draw a land. Super cool, super fun. We'll hold back here. Outland Liberator will probably just throw in the way. Needed to hit a land there. Really unfortunate. Our hand's all 5-drops. We're probably going to lead with Silverback Elder just to gain us some life back. Curve is fairly high, but we have a lot of like cheaper stuff that we can play. Depending on how they attack, we can also animate a land to potentially block. Siege Veteran's a new card. Luminarch Aspirant, and then when a soldier dies, you have to put a counter. No blocks here. Can take one more hit. This card's very good. I gotta love when We just can't find a land. So they can tap and draw cards here. We're off to a good start, but just obviously not finding a land. You can't do much about that. They can now go here, so we're probably dead. Lord effect really puts us in a bind because of the flyer. We need the Silverback Elder to stick, ideally next turn. So we see at least one Lord here, potentially two. It's unfortunate. So it's 9. We're just not going to do enough here. We needed a land. Like, if we would have been able to go Silverback, we would have been fine. But at this point, we're too far behind. Just not seeing any lands. 24, like, we started the game 2 lands, drew a land that turn. When you draw almost as many Silverback Elders as you do lands in a game, you're probably not going to win. But we will try again. Unfortunate, because I think if we hit one more land that turn, we kind of go off. Okay, we could try this out. We have ramp into ramp. We have Topiary Stomper as well that can get us ahead. I like this hand. So we probably... We'll see how aggressive they show. Since we guaranteed hit the land, we'd probably go Gwenna. Gives us access to the most amount of mana for following turns. So they are ramping as well. Harder than us. One, two, three, four, five, 6. So not quite enough, but 6 is still decent because I get to play both of these. So let's go this. Go this. The fact that we just keep failing to find lands is just humorous. So now we can kind of pop off. Put Deathcap Glade into play. We can also play creatures off the top of our library. So I think this turn we just pass. Because then I get to go Fleshgorger next turn. And we also have Storm the Festival. This is when you cast. So they're also on some sort of treasure plan. We can start blowing up their treasures, which probably would make sense. So green, green. We can probably keep ramping. So notably, this mana can't be used for Storm the Festival. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, it clears out most of their board if they want to block the Silverback Elder. Maybe it was right to clear because I had enough to start playing creatures off the top of my library. Okay, so over the top. We do slightly better than they do. Now we have the engine in play. Also just a ton of mana. So they can over the top again. But I feel on average our over the tops are going to be bigger. So I think we could almost play out every land in our deck now that we have this assembled. Or they do it for us. Okay, so they have at least one Titan of Industry. Ah, so they make us sack 3 creatures. Oh, you can only activate that as a sorcery. Okay, so they're going with the portal as their top end. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The portal will be a bit of a problem, but hopefully we can do enough. Another hard cast Titan. They will have to pay 7 life to get rid of my Fleshgorger. The portals let them reanimate here. So here we'll pay let's destroy that. Destroy that. Now we should be able to put a bunch of counters on things. So we'll play a land. You're not gonna be big enough power, but we can still just add the mana this turn. And now we just kind of pop off. So we'll put the land. Keep this one. Gain a life. Gain a life. And now we can just try to play through as much of our deck as possible. Okay, so we have Storm the Festival on top. We will gain 4 life, destroy an artifact. Which one? I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're running out of time. I gotta go faster. Go! Fast, fast, fast! Gain life. Gain life. Gain life. Keep the big one. Gain life. Gain life. Gain life. No, not enough mana. No. Okay, fine. I'll cast it the hard way. Okay, so I think we're safe here. Attack, attack, attack. $64 life. Whole bunch of stuff. Popping off. We need a way to give trample. Let him figure out the math here. Alright, they're at 1 life. Courier's briefcase. Not quite enough. Alright. Head explodes. Let's play one, what's the dude's name? The one that gives trample for modified. Probably don't want the Storm the Festivals, to be honest. Modify. Trample. I forget its name. The Kodama. There we go. Kodama will give us trample. Do we want another Fleshgorger just on the top end? Probably want some more early ramp. Jewel Thief can help us consistently get. Is there a way to just, like, Azusa doesn't find us a land per se? Could Gaea Greeter, but again, it's not really a land. Just go up another Fleshgorger. When in doubt, go up another 7-drop, right? That turn was pretty cool, though. MTGA Brewlab, another content creator. Oh, we getting big. Loamspeaker, Gaea, Silverback Elder, get going. Why you kill my stuff? Fight rigging is an interesting one. We could technically play it. Okay, they go heavy. Okay, good start. So green, green. Take out this first, because then next turn I can just start going Defilers and then gaining a bunch of life. Okay, second rigging. We'll give him a card draw here. Yeah, it doesn't do enough. We needed them not to have exactly that. Portal to Phyrexia is kind of a pain in the ass. They didn't have the removal on one. We have enough mana to kind of go off to another big one and then keep on tapping. We probably could chain off there, but removal, fight rigging into thing. Keep this. Go Loamspeaker into Autumn here. Doing this to generate the most amount of mana possible. I guess I could have held back, but we have 6 mana anyways next turn. It's fine. Ooh. This enables more ridiculous turns to follow. I think we do this. We're probably just going to throw Outland Liberator in front this turn. We're not really concerned about Thalia. So untap here. Let's gain some life here. Play land for turn. Just say go. So we could kind of now just go off. We can control the top of our library pretty well. And while they can make a point bigger each turn, I'm eventually going to just go over the top of them. We just need a the big dude. Them taking elders off is a bit annoying. They do have a pretty good attack this turn. Elder is what gives us life. It's kind of annoying because I actually don't necessarily want to search for that exact reason. We had the 5-drop there, that would have been good. We could have pumped a bunch of mana into it. Got Hot Shot. Probably double blocking into Adeline. You're not a soldier, you're a human knight. When it enters the battlefield, choose up to 2 creatures for each blank. Okay, so that we're getting like at least playing off the top of our library, which is nice. I can blow up this construct. They don't really have great attacks anyways. Like, they can keep doing this, but I can chump block quite a bit. Seven, 6. Can go 9. So I think we do this. Block here. And then sack and blow up one of those. Take 7. There we go. There we go. Now we're going off. So I can only do 3 mana this turn. But next turn I get the Defiler. When this deck goes off, it goes off. I can start making my team really big now. Soak up 7 here. Ah, that was dumb. I should have put in Adeline. So green, green. Pay 2 life. We gotta be mindful of what our life total's at. Okay, that's what we wanted. Just play it like this, play it safe. Now we kind of pop off. It's unfortunate. The first game we just missed a mana. Otherwise we've been able to go off. The trample there was key. Oh shit. Hollywood pizza. Okay, we got Gwenna, so we got some of the engine. They're going fast, and our hand is not equipped to go fast. It's probably like the worst matchup, Blitz on the play. I could get Gwenna, maybe. They're gonna have a pump effect. I just need to soak up some damage. So they've been a land. Yeah, my only kind of way to win this game is for this to survive and then maybe doing some shenanigans. They can probably kill me from here. Yeah. I needed that to live. Alright, hardcast Gorger, or prototype Gorger. If I hit a land, I can go Defiler and maybe survive. Yeah, and I got enough counters. We needed like no Kami's Flare there, and we survive. But at this point, it's not enough. Too much pressure on the play. We generally want to be able to like untap with our creatures if they're both pressuring our life total and answering our board. And the thing is, we can't even favorably trade between like prowess, instructable, and the double strike. Surflyas. Alright, let's try this out. These kind of suck. Okay. Soldiers should be an easy one. We just go bigger than them and they only really have Brutal Cathar as an answer. Which they have on curve. That's one less Brutal Cathar. Got another one. So we're probably just gonna ramp here. That way, like with the Augur of Autumn, I can start playing some more cards. Yeah, so they got Benalia as well. Benalia could push through some damage. But we're just going to start gaining life. So we don't know what's on top just yet, so this first one is going to be okay, so we got the prototype for next turn. Basically gain huge swaths of life each turn. No attacks. We just need to find our top end. Pro multicolor is not going to do too much. Like 6 damage isn't even that much at this point. They have no cards to discard, so I can also block in a way that they just die. So we'll just prototype this one. Nice aggro deck. And then next turn I get to go Fleshgorger. So if they don't play a card here, Cathar flips, but we can then kind of control it on the back end, playing just one card a turn. Okay, so they're choosing to do that as opposed to flipping Cathar. I think their line is to flip the Cathar. I think we need to just keep digging here. I mean, just keep gaining life. I think we go get lands. Because I want to ideally find a Defiler. Perfect. So next turn we go off. Because with the Defiler, it allows us to kind of go over the top. We're at 80 life. They're not doing anything anytime soon. If we were able to like have this out, we go kind of nuts. Cool Thalia. Okay, so play land, play Defiler. I think we're just gaining life. So this lets us play at a reduced cost. Just try to take out all the lands from our deck now. Just gain life here. We'll get lands out of our deck here. We just want to basically get to a point where all we hit is just gas. Alright. No attacks. Next turn we got Fleshgorger if needed. Okay, so they can take out Defiler here. But at this point we're 26 cards. Most of our deck is hits. Okay, cool. So let's start the party. I just want to thin out my deck now. We're going to get to the point where we run out. Okay, there's Kodama. So let's destroy an artifact. You gain life. Gain life. So they do get a couple soldiers. This is silly. Keep the Boseiju because it might be useful. I want Defiler. There we go. Gain life, gain life, gain life. Line for turn. That's my turn. So all our stuff's got trample, which is nice. And we can make it bigger. Should be able to find another thing. These Thalias are doing largely nothing. We might want to sack these because it becomes a 24. We'll see. Let's flip. Gain life, gain life, gain life. Just look, look, look. I want something bigger. I don't think I have any lands left in my deck. Okay, so actually, we're gonna sack this. Just because now it'll get trampled. It's very big. More triggers! More triggers! We're gonna play out our whole deck. There we go. More counters. All the counters. Let him know who sent them. Where's Gwenlyn? I don't even know if that's its name. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just play this. Pay. Only costs 1 mana. Get another Defiler trigger going. Okay, I think we're good here. Are we? So many triggers. Okay, last one, I swear. Because we're out of mana. We're officially out of mana. I think I broke it. Okay, this deck is silly. Xaxes! Okay, this was sweet. This one was sweet. Alright. This deck is awesome. Loved it. Definitely one to check out. I think the early game, these kind of sucked. I would honestly just find a way to get more early game interaction. Like the aggro decks are a bit of a problem, so something just to stonewall. This just wasn't good enough. This was good on the top end. Maybe just like Courier's Briefcase gives you a token and a treasure. Probably better than this in the long run. But otherwise, deck was sick. Let me know what you think. Catch you next time, and have a great one.